I got somebody fabulous on my porch today. Little Miss Shauntanae Robinson, aka Shay.
Yes.
I met this beauty at the Bud, and she stuck with me, y'all. She is a STUCK. Yeah, stuck. So we were talking today, because you all know I'm entering into this entrepreneurial space.
Yes.
And she asked me, who's on your team? I was like, So I want you to pour about that. And I mean, specifically got me thinking about how I'm building my team. But just in general, how do we, women, men, professionals, entrepreneurs, how do we build that team around us? So talk about building that team.
Yes. Well, I just want to say that this is on the spot, which is what I love about the POURch. And then she came and turned it on me.
Yeah, that on the spot, you like that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I would say the first part about building your team would be to know yourself. And by knowing yourself, I'm not talking about just the good things about yourself. I'm talking about your struggle areas. So that way you have a team that's equipped to handle you at your highs and your lows, and that knows your strengths and weaknesses. And that can protect you, and that goes for you in the workplace, that goes for you in your personal life. And yeah, you start from there, you build out.
Yeah, because I think the interesting thing is for me, like, I felt like I did that really well, as a principal and in my professional space. But just reflecting on it and just as me.
Yeah, and you brought up a really good point. You knew how to do it as a principal because it was a role that was given, but now it's you, and that is a lot different from a role that is provided, which is why I said you have to know you, and getting comfortable with you is not an easy thing, especially when it's out of a role and you're branching out into different things and you're trying new things and you're meeting new people, because you don't know necessarily what you're gonna get, and it's all through trial and error. Some people may be on your team temporarily, some people may be forever people, and it's up to you to discern what those people are there for.
Discern. Not determined, not
determined. You gotta have some discernment.
Oh my God.
And then just like some people are temporary, they might serve a season in your life, and then you may learn whatever lesson that is, and then you move on to people that are more permanent, and that's how you build your team.
And I'm realizing that your team is not necessarily your family or your friends.
Not at all.
I think that's where I fluttered, because when I got into this space, I was looking directly at the people who were always around me.
No, I would say that my team is 90% made up of, how about 95% made up of people that aren't my family? And no slight to family. Family sometimes just know you too much.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can't see the purpose that you may have, because they may see you as just, family. And then some family members you got that, you can take them with you to business ventures. But on my journey, a lot of people that have been a part and that are still a part are not my family. So you have to be open to that. You can't have that kinfolk.
Yeah. Yeah, and for me, it's not my kinfolk is pretty dope. But it's my friends. And I was looking for friends, my chosen family, and I'm like, could you help? Yeah. And then they just not showing up, and I had to forgive myself and forgive them, and for the expectations that I was imposing.
Yeah, but sometimes, and you brought up a really good point. And that's exactly what I mean by family. You can choose your friends as well, but sometimes in some instances, sometimes you grew up with some people that are hard to let loose. But you have to look at your life like a stadium, right? You have to figure out who's on, who's in the front with you, who's on the stage, who's going to be, on the ground area, and then who you need to put in the balcony area. That way and I don't want to say avoid disappointment, because it comes, but then your expectations are leveled correctly.
Okay. Yeah. So we building the team, y'all.
Yes, we are.
Team Dina. I'm gonna give me a street team.
Yes, I will buy that shirt though.
I'm gonna get this international street team, Team Dina.
Yes.
Thanks,
stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Thanks for being on the POURch.
Bye.